Do you ever listen to a native speaker or a movie in English and think, wow, that's too fast. I don't understand. Don't worry, that's normal. And that's why we created this new series on everyday English. Today is episode 1. If you stay until the end, you'll finally understand why fast English feels impossible and how to make it easy. We start with the 4 keys to understand fast English: stress, reduced speech, linking, and phoneme distinction. If you master these 4, you can follow any movie, any podcast, and any native speaker. Let's jump in.
I want to go to the market this afternoon. In English, some words are stronger than others. Listen carefully. I want to go to the market this afternoon. Here, the stress is on want, go, market, and after. These stressed words are louder and longer, while the other words are weak and short. When a word is weak, its sound gets reduced. For example, the word to is not pronounced fully. Instead of to go, natives say to go. And very often, I want to go becomes I want to go. In fast English, words also connect together. For example, go-to-the is pronounced go-to-the. And market this is pronounced market this. This smooth connection between sounds is called linking. Finally, we need phoneme distinction, which means noticing small sound differences.
Look at the word market. While the final T is often dropped before another consonant, like in market this, it's treated differently before a vowel or at the end of a sentence. For example, market and market can sound very similar. Native speakers often use a subtle, unreleased T sound at the end of market to distinguish it. It's not a strong, clear T, but a slight stop of air that makes the difference.
Now listen again to the whole sentence at natural speed. I want to go to the market this afternoon.
So now we're going to look at a target paragraph. You can see the paragraph on your screen. We're going to analyze this paragraph for the 4 elements: stress, reduced speech, linking, and phoneme distinction. This will help you understand why it feels difficult to follow when you hear it at native speed. But before we analyze, I will read the paragraph for you. Just listen and see how much you can catch. Are you ready?
Most of the students expect to understand every word in a lecture, but you quickly realize the teacher's talking faster and you can follow.
Wow, that was really fast, right? Don't worry, this is how natives actually speak. Let's slow it down and break it step by step. Let's start with the first part. Most students. We don't actually say most of students in fast English.
The word of is reduced to the schwa sound, and almost disappears, so it becomes mosta. The stress is on most and students. Now listen to the linking. The T in most connects directly to the vowel in students. Instead of saying most of students slowly, it becomes mosta students. The sounds blend together, so the phrase is smooth with no clear break. Also, pay attention to the phoneme. The T in most is very light, sometimes dropped. Natives often say most students. If you don't expect that, you might think a sound is missing, but actually it's just reduced and linked to the next word. Now, let's move to the next part of the sentence.
Expect to understand.
The word expect in fast English often drops the first vowel. So at slow speed, you hear expect. But at fast native speed, you hear expect. The stress is on the second part, expect. Now look at to understand. To. So the phrase becomes expect to understand. Expect to understand. Next, listen to the linking. The t at the end of expect joins with t. So there's no pause. It flows smoothly as expect to understand. Notice the stress pattern. The strong words are expect and understand, while t is weak and reduced. That's why it sounds so fast. Finally, let's check phoneme distinction. Some learners confuse the vowel in understand. It's the sound, like an up. It's not understand, it's understand. If you use the wrong vowel, you might miss the word completely at native speed. Now, the whole phrase at natural speed, expect to understand. Now, let's move to the next part of the sentence.
Every word in lecture.
The word every is usually not pronounced fully as every. In fast English, it's reduced to every. Then, we have word in. When we say these two words quickly, they link together. The D in word connects directly to in. So, instead of word in, it sounds like worden. Finally, in a lecture, the word is weak and reduced to the schwa sound So, instead of in a lecture, natives say in a lecture. The stress is on word and lecture, while the small words in between are reduced. Now, let's move to the next part of the sentence.
But you quickly realize the teacher's talking faster than you can follow.
First, but you is not said clearly. At fast speed, it becomes butcha. The T sound joins with you and makes a ch sound. Then, talking drops the final G sound. So it's not talking, it's talkin'. Next, and is reduced to just So instead of and you, it's nya. Finally, the word can is never stressed here. Instead of can, it becomes kin. So you can follow sounds like ya can follow. At full native speed, the phrases, but you quickly realize the teacher's talking faster, ya can follow.
Now, before we finish, here's a quick challenge for you. I'll say one fast English sentence, and your job is to guess the exact words in the comments. What you gonna do this weekend? Write your answer below. And in the next episode, we'll check together. Great! You just decoded a whole native speed sentence. In the next episode, we'll practice with even harder examples. So stay tuned. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos in this series. We'll keep training your listening and pronunciation until fast English feels easy for you.